we can understand why you can't wait to get in on Georgia's fishing action. Home to over 1 million trout, famed for its bass fishing and bordering the Atlantic Ocean, the fishing scene here is incredibly diverse. Now that you've picked a date and booked your trip, just one thing stands between you and the water: getting a Georgia fishing license. You may be asking yourself questions like, do I even need one, or which one should I get? We're answering those and more in today's video. If you're looking for licensing info on neighboring states, check out the licenses playlist on our channel and make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date on all the latest fishing videos. We'll kick things off by covering who needs to buy a Georgia fishing license. The long and short of it is that everyone over the age of 16 must carry a valid license on them. The only case in which this doesn't apply is if you're fishing on a private pond or on private property. Residents of Georgia who are totally blind can also apply for a lifetime honorary fishing license. If you're a military veteran, a one-time veteran's license is also available free of charge to Georgia residents who served on active federal duty for 90 or more days and were honorably discharged on July 1, 2005 or later. This free license is valid for 1 year from date of issue and can only be issued once. Since you most likely belong to the group of people needing a fishing license, the next thing you're probably wondering is which one to get. The type of license that you'll buy depends on two primary factors. The first relates to whether or not you're a Georgia resident. You're considered a resident of Georgia if you've had a registered address in the state for the last 3 months. You can prove your residency through any state-issued ID card or legal document confirming your status. Military personnel on leave and full-time college students in Georgia are also considered residents. Everybody else falls into non-resident categories. Both residents and non-residents can choose between fishing licenses, hunting and fishing combination licenses, and sportsman licenses. A sportsman license comes with a few additional perks, including big game hunting privileges, a Georgia migratory bird stamp, and a special trout permit, which is mandatory if you want to target Georgia's signature fish. Keep in mind that the range of discounted senior sportsman licenses are available only to residents. Once you've decided the license type that's right for you, the next thing to consider is the duration of its validity. You can buy a license for a period as short as 1 day or as long as a lifetime. It's really up to you. If you're someone who's on the water every week, an annual or lifetime license is a cost-effective choice. On the other hand, if your annual fishing trip is the only time you get in on the action, opt for a daily license. Prices for different license types vary. For residents, regular fishing licenses will cost you under $20, with single-day licenses being your cheapest option, and annual licenses running at the higher end of that price point. You can also purchase sportsman licenses, which are more expensive but come with a trout permit. Residents over the age of 65 will also be happy to know that senior discounts are available for a range of license types. If you're a non-resident, you'll see an increase in price. Aside from lifetime licenses, you can purchase the same license types as residents, just at a higher cost. There are also some special permits you may need. Like we mentioned earlier, sportsman licenses include the ever-important trout stamp, but if you're holding a basic fishing license and plan to target these fish, you'll need to buy one separately. For a detailed price breakdown of the different license types, check out our extensive blog article linked in the description box below. When the time comes to pick up your license, the state of Georgia has plenty of options. You can get a license online on the Georgia Department of Wildlife Resources website, in person at any WRD or CRD office, state parks, major retailers like Walmart, and any hardware and bait and tackle store, as well as by phone. In order to apply for your license, you'll need to provide your social security number. Make sure to have it on hand and you'll have no trouble getting out on the water right away. The state of Georgia's got some fine neighbors, and best of all, plenty of reciprocal agreements when it comes to fishing. That means you won't have to worry about straying into another state if you have your Georgia state fishing license on you. You'll be able to fish the waters along the borders with Alabama, Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina, but not everywhere. For example, Georgia's reciprocal agreement with Florida only covers freshwater fishing near the border, in the St. Mary's River and Lake Seminole. So, now that you know that everyone over the age of 16, with a few exceptions, is required to carry a fishing license in Georgia, that state residents have access to a variety of fishing license types, ranging from 1 day to a lifetime, that non-residents have access to the same license types as residents at a higher cost, excluding lifetime licenses, that you can buy a license online, in person, or by phone, and that Georgia has reciprocal agreements with its neighboring states allowing you to fish in some interstate waters, you're about ready to go. See, getting a Georgia fishing license is pretty easy. If you're looking for even more information, as well as full price breakdowns, hit the link in the description box and check out our extensive blog post. You can also drop us a line in the comments below. And that's it, you're ready to fish. Pack up your gear, book a Georgia fishing charter on FishingBooker.com, and let the fun begin.